Hello Libra, and welcome to your reading for June 2022. We've got a few things going on, Libra. We've got the world at your feet, but we've got the death card as well. So natural endings, beautiful new beginnings, and the world at your feet. I have big news about a baby coming into the family in the first part of June. So if there's anyone out there trying to get pregnant, that is a really good time for you. Otherwise, celebrations about a child coming into the family for whichever family member that is for you. So congratulations for that. Now Libra, what are we going to do about work? This is kind of a heavily work-related spread for you for June, Libra. So is it time to make plans around work and maybe doing something different? I think it is. I really think it is. What's holding you back? I mean, I see that you've worked really hard for the money that you've got, okay? And I like that. So what is it that you want to do with yourself? Why am I seeing you feeling grumpy, at a crossroads, not enjoying going to work anymore? And then when you make changes, I've got big celebrations around it. So here's what I want you to do, Libra. I want you to think big, because this spread is showing me that right now your self-worth is a bit low. You're a bit stressed out and you're a bit grumpy. And so that says to me that we need to make some changes when it comes to work. All these cards are touching pentacles, which are the work, money, coin, work cards. So it's time for new beginnings. It's time to go for what you want to really do, not what you have to do. Yeah, I know, it's not as simple as that. I'm well aware of that. But how long do you want to sit here at the crossroads wondering what the bloody hell you're doing and not doing anything about it? So it's time for you to make a plan. The King of Swords coming in here means it's time for you to make a plan of what your long-term goal is going to be, and then what steps you have to take to turn that long-term goal into a reality. Because I tell you what, Libra, you've got the world at your feet. So is it just that you're so used to doing what you're doing that you're frightened of making changes? They're coming anyway, so why don't you make them how you want them to be instead of how they're just going to happen to you? You know what I mean? Now, anyone who is investing in a property or land to build a house or renovations or something like that, huge celebrations around that at the end of June. So it does look like you may have a little bit of a haggling situation going on here with pricing. Don't lose hope. I think that you'll come out on top because I've got a lot of celebrations around that. So hang in there with that. I really like what I'm seeing here around the home building, something like that. But there's something going on around the house, even if it's some extensive renovations out in the garden or landscaping. I really like the vibe that I've got around that. It's getting you outside, getting you out digging in the dirt if that's what you're doing. Other things here too. I feel it's necessary for you to perhaps get away for a couple of days with some people, some friends. So I've got this almost like a camping trip, or going to the mountains, or going somewhere where you're walking around on some trails, things like that. I hope that makes sense. We're in the middle of June, so you know it is a bit chilly in this part of the world anyway. So that would be something that I feel is necessary to give you a new perspective on what you want moving forward. So while it might only be a small couple of days away with friends to the mountains or somewhere where I'm going walking around on tracks, things like that, it might not seem very much, but it's going to have some sort of shift in your head that sends you in a different direction. It's going to make you sit down and think, bloody hell, what am I doing with myself? I need to make some plans moving forward, especially when it comes to work. So I like that for you. You've got some really nice friends that you can go away with too in this spread as well. So keep in touch with your friends. Do a couple of little things there. Congratulations on the baby if that's you. and then start to write down the steps you need to take for the future when it comes to work and money and career, because the changes you implement, I love them. The world is at your feet, so think big. Okay, thanks for listening, and I'll see you next month. Bye-bye.